channel. Today I'm going to be doing another installment in my PreLoved bag series, and this is actually going to be an unboxing of another PreLoved bag. I also purchased this one from another member of the Louis Vuitton Addicted Facebook group, and I am going to be doing an entire episode solely focusing on how to purchase PreLoved bags, whether it be through a Facebook group, local pages like Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace, or other PreLoved websites like Fashion File, Trades, eBay, places like that. So stay tuned for that, and make sure that you are subscribed to my channel just to make sure that you do get notified every time I upload a new video. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started into this unboxing. So I have the box right here, and everything I've ever purchased PreLoved always comes with a signature requirement. So the postman won't just drop it off on your doorstep. You have to sign for it. This not only protects you as the buyer, but it also protects the seller, because that way you as the buyer can't go back to PayPal and say that you never received it, because obviously you signed for it and you have it in your possession. So let's get cracking into this, and I will get this opened up here. Luckily it is all taped up with security tape here, but we will get on into this. And I'm using these giant scissors today, so let's see what we got. It is all covered up in bubble wrap here. All right, let's get this out. And as you can tell, this is a rather large item. So I'm just gonna get the box out of the way here. Can you tell what it is yet? Got the Louis Vuitton Keep All Bandolier 50. Here we go. Let's get this all pooped up. But I have not even looked at it yet. I've only seen photos, obviously, online. And this is absolutely gorgeous. Get her pooped up and see what she looks like. There is a little bit of an old musty smell. This is not a vintage piece, but it kind of smells like if you were in an antique mall or something. At least it's not a smoke smell. That would not be good. It's a little bit creased from shipping and packaging, but those will work themselves out over time, especially when I start to use it and stuff it. But there we go. That is what she looks like. I am so excited. This is my first Louis Vuitton luggage piece. Now, I was really hesitant buying one brand new. So I do a lot of traveling on airlines, and since this is a luggage piece, we all know airlines, they're not exactly the cleanest. I would never even dream of checking this, but even putting it up like above the seats, it's going to be touching a lot of other people's luggage. You're going to put it on the conveyor belt when you're going through security, and it can get dirty there. So that's why I was really hesitant in buying one of these brand new. I really wanted one, and I was highly considering just buying the Macassar. That is the monogram with the black treated leather straps. But when I saw this one come up, and I thought, you know, it's almost worth it just to go PreLoved, because then that way I don't have to worry about putting that first mark on the canvas or on the vachetta. It's already been done, and I can even save a little bit of money there. Now, the biggest reason why I did go ahead and get this one PreLoved is because it is a luggage piece. So it is not going to be as taken care of as a handbag, because you're going to be putting it, you know, through conveyor belts on airplanes, in the trunks of cars, things like that. So I wanted one where I didn't have to baby it, and I was able to save a lot of money by going the PreLoved route instead of buying it brand new, because after a few uses, it's not not going to look brand new anyways. So I figured we'll let somebody else get to experience the brand new feel of a luggage piece, but then I am able to save a little bit of money that way and have peace of mind. I'm not going to be the one who puts the first marks on it. So this one is the Keep All 50 in the bandolier version, and the bandolier means that it does have this additional strap. Being a travel bag, I intend to fully pack this, and that means it's going to get really heavy, and I could not imagine. I can barely carry just a traditional Speedy around on the crook of my arm when I'm doing my day-to-day errands and little shopping trips. I could not imagine carrying a fully packed 50 centimeter Keep All for traveling. Walking through an airport, either having to put it on the crook of my arm or hand carrying it. No, that's not working for me. So a bandolier strap was definitely a requirement for me as far as getting a Keep All. And then on the inside, let me show you what the inside looks like. This is slightly different from a normal Speedy because there is no interior pocket or anything. It's just one large area. And then there is still a D-ring here. This D-ring would be really good to use if you had something like a Neverfull pouch. You could just hook that on there, and then you could fill the pouch up with all of your travel documents like your passport, driver's license, plane tickets, anything like that. If you do intend to use this as maybe your personal item, and then you have an additional carry-on suitcase that you're going to wheel with you, so you can just put that on top of the suitcase, and that is going to be everything that you're going to be carrying onto the plane. I'm not exactly a light packer, so I usually don't have a bag like this plus just a small purse. I would use this as my purse for the item that is going to go under the seat in front of me. Now, what's really great about this is the Keep All 50, and so that means that from this end all the way down to this end is 50 centimeters. Now, the airline regulations and restrictions only let you bring up to a 55 Keep All or a 55 centimeter bag onto the plane as a carry-on for going underneath the seat. I don't know if you can go ahead and bring a 60 on for above the luggage rack. I don't believe so. I think at that point they might require you to check it. And then I think some of the other airlines, like the budget airlines like Spirit or Allegiant, also have their own types of restrictions. So they might not even let you bring up to a 55 on. Maybe the limit is only 50. I went with the 50 instead of the 55 because I didn't want to have to worry about a 55 being really large and cumbersome. Just in case I didn't need to bring that much stuff with me, I could just do the 50 here, and then I could have a rolling bag if I needed to bring any extra items. Now, I've never used a Keep All before, but I have heard that they can be a little bit challenging to use because they don't hold their structure. Like a typical Speedy, which is essentially a smaller version of a Keep All, will stay, I mean, it won't necessarily stay round because it does have a little bit of sag, but it's not going to just kind of collapse and fall in on itself. But watch what this one does. So if I hold it just on the bottom here and I let go of the straps, it just kind of collapses in. I mean, that's great for storage because that's how a lot of people are going to be storing these bags because they take up so much room. But when you're trying to pack it, it doesn't really, I mean, I'm holding in the middle so it's kind of flipping like that, but it doesn't really keep its shape very well if you want to pack it. You kind of have to have two people almost, one person holding it open and then the other one putting the items in. So it'll be interesting to see how I'm able to use this and what all I end up putting in it, just since I've never used one before. So looking at the bag, there is a little bit of wrinkling here on the vachetta where it was folded, and I definitely see some water spots here, and there are a lot of black marks, mostly on the bottom of the vachetta. Obviously, overall, it's an excellent condition, but there are some areas that can definitely do with a little bit of cleaning. So what I'm going to do is get this bag all cleaned up. I definitely like to also do a thorough cleaning, even if it didn't have any marks on it, just for sanitary reasons, because I am a little bit of a germaphobe that way. So since this was somebody else's bag and I don't know them, I do want to give it a thorough cleaning in and out and wipe everything down, get any additional dirt or grime off, and then give all of the vachetta a nice thorough cleaning and conditioning. Even the lock here is definitely very tarnished. So I'm gonna use some Brasso on that and make it nice and shiny, restore it to how it looked when it was brand new. I'm also super excited that this came with a luggage tag because now I have another one that I can go and get hot stamped. I do already have the treated leather luggage tag that goes along with all of my Damier Ben prints, but now I have a Vachetta one as well, so I can get another one hot stamped. And I might want to do something different other than just my initial. Maybe one of the little designs that they have like a new dog character, or depending on the location you visit, they have little pictures. So I think I want to try for one of those, but I'll just wait and see where I happen to go, and I'll bring it along with me everywhere and we'll see what I get. So I'll show you some close-up shots of what the bag looks like now, and then I am also going to start cleaning it and restoring it, and so I'll put that in another video just so that way you can get the full run through on how I clean and restore all of these bags, especially with this being a luggage piece. This was used a lot more than what a typical handbag would go through, so I'll show you what I do to get all of this cleaned up and back to pristine condition. But if you do have any questions or comments on this particular bag or how to buy PreLoved or anything at all, just leave me a comment in the section down below. And if you do like this video and you want to see more like this, just give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't already done so, please hit the subscribe button because I do make new videos all the time and I want to make sure that you are notified. And until next time, thanks for stopping by.